pair exchanged some tense words. Bednarik offers his side of the story.
You want to stare me down? That's fine, but I ran 5 rounds. He's fresh. He can line up again when we're both fresh and see what happens. Because I'm very confident I can beat him.
What did he say to you?
Oh, what he said doesn't matter. It's just what he did.
I'm Clay Wilson. That's News Talk ZB News and Sport with My Food Bag's new online shop. Foodie gifts for every occasion. It's 5:05. Heather Plessis-Allan is next.
News Talk ZB Auckland. Time saver traffic.
Explore Auckland City Toyota's over 400 quality used vehicles. And starting off on the southern, it's heavy but easing southbound from Greenland through to Mount Wellington. Then slight delays through to Alfriston Road. It picks up heading citybound from Mount Wellington. The southwestern, moderate to heavy flows southbound from Massey Road. Slight delays on the northern, northbound from the Harbour Bridge through to Upper Harbour. And the northwestern, moderate through St Luke's. For your next car purchase, visit Auckland City Toyota, Grey Lynn, Green Lane, Mount Wellington. That's traffic.
News Talk ZB Weatherwatch 24/7 with Spark for Business. Get AI ready and unlock smarter ways of working. For the Manukau and Waitemata Harbour, easterly 15 knots, turning southeasterly 10 tonight. Hauraki Gulf, easterly 20 knots, rising to 25 knots, gusting 30 tonight. And from Bremer to Cape Colville, easterly 25, gusting 35 knots. Next high tide tomorrow morning, 3:30 a.m. Tonight in Onehunga, 6:30 p.m. And tonight we're looking at increasing cloud and strong easterlies in exposed places. Overnight low tonight will be 8 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy day, strong easterlies and a high of 15. And looking ahead to Wednesday, it's fine but becoming cloudy in the morning, strong easterlies ease. Right now, sitting on 11 degrees.
Questions, answers, facts, analysis. The drive show you trust for the full picture. Heather Plessis-Allan Drive with One New Zealand. Let's get connected. News Talk ZB.
Hey, good afternoon. So NCEA is scrapped. Instead, we're going back to marks out of 10, grades from A to E, and students being required to take 5 subjects and pass 4 of them if they want to get the achievement. Erica Stanford is the Education Minister and in studio with us. Erica, hello.
Hey, great to be here.
Okay, tell me what's brought this on for you.
Look, I always knew as a parent inherently there was something not quite right about NCEA, and then that data was borne out as the minister. I could see that too many young people were scraping together random credits, not getting deep subject learning. We just weren't setting our kids up for success, and we need to be. We've got to be aspirational for them. So we always knew that we would need to do something relatively drastic.
So what is it that is wrong with NCEA that led us to that point?
There's a couple of things. One, there is no national curriculum that we teach to.
Yeah.
We teach to what's in the standards. So essentially the qualification drives what's taught. That's totally backwards. Nobody else does that. And then we don't require a certain amount of learning in each subject area.
So basically what you're saying is if you do maths, you don't need to actually know all of these things. We don't need you to graduate with those things. You could pick 1 or 2 bits of the maths and 1 or 2 bits of the English and one bit of geography and a unit standard, filling in a form, put it all together and that's your qualification. Yeah.
There's no deep learning in one subject area, which means it's not consistent across the country.
And we can't be sure you've learned everything you need to learn.
That's exactly right.
Right. So which 5 subjects are these kids going to pick from or pick?
We're working on the subjects at the moment, so that's a separate path of work that we're doing. So we're going through the subject areas where we're rewriting them all the way up to year 13 and just taking a look at which ones that may be we don't need anymore because not enough students are doing them, ones that we can combine. But we're taking a look at that. We're talking to the different sectors.
Because you remember back in the old days, pre-NCEA, you sort of had like your Class A subjects, you had to take some of those and then you could buffer them up with some kind of other ones that were less important. Are we still going to do the same kind of thing?
We are saying in year 11, in your foundational year where you do that certificate, you will need to take English and maths. Most schools do that already, but not all. So we are saying actually all schools need to do that. Those are key foundational areas of learning. And then when you go into year 12, there'll be your normal range of subjects that you can choose from. Again, that's a work stream we're doing at the moment. It's very separate to the actual curriculum and how we assess. How we assess and the curriculum is being set, and we'll have subject areas that'll come and go over time, but the one thing that will remain constant is how we assess. Okay, and how prescriptive are you going to be about what the kids are learning? We will have a curriculum that goes all the way up to year 12, year 13, and it will lay out what must be taught each year. But within that, there is flexibility. So for an English, for example, we're not saying you must teach this book and this text and this sonnet and this. We're saying, look, you have to teach a Shakespeare. teacher could choose a sonnet, a play. You have to teach a 19th century text. You have to teach a New Zealand writer. They'll be able to pick and choose the texts that they use.
Yeah.
But the actual knowledge and skill they build up will be prescribed in the curriculum, so it's consistent.
You want to get this out by 2027?
We will have the draft curriculum out by term 4 for up to year 10, and then early next year it will be the full curriculum all the way up to year 13. But we're carefully phasing this in.
But that's fast, isn't it?
We have been working at pace, yeah. We've been looking at the best curricula from overseas. We've been writing with local experts here as well and creating what I know will be a world-leading curriculum, and that's what we're aiming for.
How's the teacher load? Have you heard back from them that this is all too much?
Look, having a world-leading curriculum and excellent qualifications and teaching to those is a core part of the business of the education sector. But I know very well that there is a very heavy workload. So there are a number of things we're doing to try and lighten that. I've already said to NZQA I want everything externally marked by 2028.
Yep.
I didn't say that this morning, but been saying it reactively today, to take that workload off. So all the internals teachers won't have to mark.
So no more self-marking?
Well, that's where we're trying to get to. There'll be some where it's hard to get away from, like a performance, music performance, or a science experiment.
Well, that's going to ease the workload considerably, because I would imagine that puts a huge amount of pressure on them.
It absolutely will, and that'll be a game changer for them. But also, we are staging this over time, rolling it out very carefully, because I want parents to feel confident that I've got year 8 students who will be the first cohort through, that we are very carefully thinking about how we roll this out, how we give teachers plenty of time to learn the new curriculum, the new qualification system, which is why it doesn't come until 2028. It sounds like a long way away.
Yeah, it's really not.
But it's really not.
No, it really
but it gives us time to do that implementation well.
What do you say? I mean, I had a parent text through before and say, Erica, what do you say to kids who are doing NCEA right now and are going to think, geez, this is an utterly worthless thing?
Well, I've said quite a lot today. It's certainly not worthless. And students who are going through NCEA should feel very proud of their achievements. My daughter is just finishing it. My son is going to be doing it. He's the last cohort. He's in Year 9 this year, so he will be one of those students, and he should feel very proud of what he achieves, hopefully, if he gets it. I'm sure he will.
It's easy, I heard. He'll be fine.
But look, it is still a good qualification. Many students still go into top universities around the world. But it needs to be better, and it needs to be more consistent, and we can aim to be more ambitious for our kids, and that's what we're trying to do here.
And did you at any point think, why don't we just go with Cambridge or IB?
Well, we want something that's New Zealand, that we can stand behind. And by the way, we are looking.
Why do we? That's like what? I mean, that's silly, right? To do our own thing.
Not really, because we can be the best. Because if you go to Cambridge, there are things that aren't perfect about that. Go to IB, my kids could choose to do IB. They're not for a number of reasons. We want to take what the best bits of everything from around the world, and believe me, we are looking all around the world at what works and what is best and what is doing well, and bringing it here and creating what will be the best curriculum, I believe, in the world. And if you look at our primary English and maths curriculum, already people are saying that it is world leading. I'm very proud of that, and that's what we want all the way up.
Erica, I haven't got a lot of time, but you listen to the show, so you'll know that I've been calling you the MVP for the longest time, right? I'm not blowing smoke, and I mean it. But why is it that you are able to get this much done in 18 months and other guys in their portfolios are faffing around?
Well, I think everyone's working really hard. I mean, look at the work of Chris Bishop and Simeon Brown and Nicola Willis. The secret to all of our success is that we spend time in opposition thinking about this. I had my 6-point plan ready to go. We hit the ground running. We'd had a property thing that fell in there. It's my 7th part of my plan I wasn't expecting, but I knew exactly what we needed to do. I did all the research in opposition around structured literacy, structured maths, explicit teaching, the reading wars, and what was wrong with our qualification. I knew exactly what we needed to do. We've been moving with clarity and pace for the last 18 months, and there is more to come. Next year, we'll be doing twice yearly assessments, so parents will know how their children are going.
Erica, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate your time. That's Erica Stanford, the Education Minister, 5:14.
Heather Duplessis-Allan.
So we can now name the prominent New Zealander facing serious charges in court. It is former Deputy Police Commissioner Jevon McSkimming. He's facing charges of possessing objectionable material.